Hi everyone, this is May Park. Welcome to another video tutorial in my blog and YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create a fun background with Altonew Speech Bubble stamp set. I'm also showing some tips on how to add personal touches to your card and envelope. By the way, my inspiration came from the card I created with Altonew Simple Flower stamp set. This video is part of Altonew August release blog hub celebrating a release of new stamps and dies. Make sure to check out my blog for more details and leave a comment on my blog hub post for a chance to win a $30 gift certificate to Altonew online store. Before I start it, I'm going to give you a quick preview of Altonew August release products. If you don't want to watch, feel free to skip this part to jump on the card making process. Now I'm going to turn on some music while I'm showing you the new products, and I'll be back soon. Altonew also released two sizes of storage pouches. These storage pouches are luscious and thick, perfect for storing your stamps and other crafting supplies. These pouches are big enough to fit 6x8 stamp sets and 4x6 stamp sets, stamp insert cards, and coordinating dies, so you can easily organize stamps for your crafting space. I've designed 2 stamp sets and 3 die sets for Altonew August release, including Building Blocks stamp set and Speech Bubbles stamp set. Today I'm going to make only one card using Speech Bubbles stamp set in this video. I have some fun card making idea using the Building Blocks stamp set, but I don't have time to make it for now. I'll make sure to share another card making video soon featuring the Building Blocks stamp set. I made my card base out of Nina Solo White 80-pound cardstock. You can stamp your images directly onto the A2 size top folding card base if you want to. However, I love to stamp on the panel to get a nice stamping impression when I stamp multiple images. I'm placing my paper inside the original Misty stamping tool, and I'm using 4 magnets to hold my paper in place. I'll be using Altonew Crisp Dye inks for stamping, Roots, Warm Sunshine, and Volcano Lake. I'm going to pull out the smile stamp from the Speech Bubbles stamp set. I'm positioning the stamp on my card front and picking it up with a Misty cover. Then I'm going to ink up the stamp with a Volcano Lake ink and stamp it onto the paper. I didn't get a good impression on some areas, so I'm going to stamp one more time with the same ink to make sure my images get a good ink coverage. Actually, I'm going to repeat this process for every stamping along the way. I limit my ink colors to 3, but you can use different colors for every stamping. When you use only limited colors like me, make sure to use different color next to each image. It's also good if you stamp the image partially off the edge of your card front. That way you can balance your stamped images better. By the way, if you don't have this Misty stamping tool, you could use a regular acrylic block or stamp press. This stamping tool is useful when it comes to creating a stamped background with several stamps. It helps me stamp the images in a perfect placement and get a nice impression. The Misty stamping tool just helps me stamp quicker and easier. You can stop here if you want to, but I'm going to add some dots between the images using the Ultra Black marker. I strongly recommend you give it a try, especially if you are looking for an easy way to dress up your colorful stamped background. This dotting technique will give your card more finished look. Here are a few examples of my cards that I use the dotting technique. Depending on your projects, you can add dots in various colors instead of black. You can decide the size of dot by choosing different tip from your marker, brush tip, fine tip, or chisel tip. You can also create a different look by the distance of each dot. Simply, the possibilities are endless. After my stamped background is done, I'll be mounting my stamped panel on the A2 size top folding card using alternate glue tape. Now it's time to work on my sentiments. I'm going to use two colored cardstock, Heroes Full Mix layering paper and alternate dark gray paper. I'm pulling out X and O letter dies from alternate bold alphabet die set. After placing my paper and dies between cutting plates, I'll be running them through my Spellbinder's Platinum die-cut machine. I'm prepping my paper with anti-static powder to prevent any stray powder from sticking to unwanted areas while heat embossing. I'm going to ink up my sentiment stamp from Alternate Adore You stamp set with the first mark watermark ink and stamp it on the paper. While the ink is still wet, I'm going to sprinkle some alternate white embossing powder and tap the excess powder off the paper. Then I'll heat set the sentiment with my heat tool until it's completely melted. I'm trimming my sentiment into a thin strip using a craft knife and ruler. I'm finishing off my card by mounting the die-cut letters and sentiment strip banner on the card front using 3M foam tape to give some dimension. I'm using my T-square ruler to place my sentiment in straight. I'm going to stamp some sentiments inside and back of my card using the Beautiful Inside and Crafty Friends stamp sets. I'm also going to make a matching envelope using alternate envelope liner die set. I'm die cutting a liner for an A2 sized envelope out of yellow paper. I decide to cut details from the flat portion of the liner with hard dies from the envelope liner die set. After stamping the sentiment from the Crafty Friends stamp set with black ink on the flap, I'm attaching my liner with alternate glue tape. That's all for today. If you have any questions, please leave comments below and I'd be happy to answer them for you. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss any new video from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time with another video. Bye bye!